that.
Today, we're gonna see if this Apex 5500 will fit in a RZR 1000 XP. So this winch looks a little larger than most, so I haven't really seen people installing it in too many side-by-sides to show you whether it will fit or not. But we'll also be testing and seeing if this is any good. Additionally to that, we'll be doing some torture tests. Okay, so the one that I got is the 5500 Apex. This is the long drum. They make a short drum that's about $10 cheaper. This one's standard price is about $260, and it stays there pretty much all year except for when there's a good sale. So this one I picked up for $199. I'm not sponsored on this, so this is just out of my pocket, a review for you. One thing that was hard to find was whether or not this was going to come with mounting hardware. I was very pleasantly surprised that it does come with it. There are grade 8 bolt markings on it, so hopefully these aren't counterfeit. Also, this comes with a mounting bracket. I didn't know it was coming with that, so I don't know if this fits in my RZR, but we'll take a look. Nice beefy hook, remote, and plug-in port. This unit is not wireless like the Big Brother 1200. Another thing I thought you might want to know is how much does this thing weigh? And it comes in right above 20 pounds. All right, let's go down in the pit and see if it fits. Too far. Let's go back up a little. All right, that looks good. Put us a handy light in there. All right, so there's some good news and there's some not as good news. So I previously installed the $50 Harbor Freight winch, and it was wireless, but I had to buy an aftermarket fair lead because these holes didn't fit. I bought a kit from a company that doesn't exist anymore for my brackets. So now I've come to the issue that that plate does not fit the winch hole. So I'm gonna have to take that plate out and drill out those holes, and then we'll get it back in. Now, as for the plate that comes on it, this isn't gonna work for us. The RZR requires some angles here, and this isn't gonna fit. So we'll continue on using the existing ones from my old winch. All right, so this is the plate they gave you. This is what the plate that goes in a RZR should look like. Angles for the bars. If we put our front to our front, I should be able to take these holes and match them to this plate. All right, so this is all coming back to me about the issues I had in the first place. So I had to buy this extra aftermarket because these holes fit this. So now going to using the new Badlands one. The holes don't line up and the center mouth is too small. But I really want to use this thing, so I'm going to go ahead and drill it out and grind this hole bigger. Okay, so I was able to get all those bolts in, got them tightened up, pulled the fair lead through, put the hook on. So this is what it looks like. Got that kind of painted and touched up. Okay, so now I have moved on to the electrical. Everything's color coded, so that's really good. So your longest wire is gonna go from your winch. You're gonna have a blue and a yellow wire. They're the longest ones. I guess that's so you can put it at the back or the front. Okay, so you're supposed to wire your terminals closest to your battery, but I have an accessory block up at the front. I have my power, ground, and accessory. So when the key's turned on, this power's there. I decided to put my switch here and my port there. I ran them up underneath. There's a hole in here. That wire comes here. That's these leads. There's your red accessory, green on the left, white on the right, and your blue lug with black wire goes to the black terminal. I'm gonna mount this solenoid relay over here on this side. These are all my long wires coming from down below. I'm gonna coil them up, zip tie them up in here. Your two short red wires have one terminal lug that's larger than the other, and they're gonna be going in and out of here. I took my shortest one from the terminal, and then the little bit longer one is going to the red lead here. So I'm kind of at the point that I need to start zip tying things up, start to straighten it up, make it look better. I'll let you have a look at how I did my terminal block before I mount it. They sent these boots, so that gives it a pretty clean look. One of the most difficult things of the electrical install is this connector has to be fit in from the harness. And this harness Y has to be fit through the hole. Proves to be difficult. I think if I had to do this again, I would do a slot and just be able to come up from the bottom, and then you wouldn't have to worry about feeding the big harness. But anyway, already drilled the hole. I'm in this. Let's see how I can do it. There you have it. It can be done. It takes about a 1-inch drill bit, and then you have to oval it just a little bit to get that harness in. All right, got it cleaned up a little bit. Now it's time for the moment of truth. Got our switch on. Okay, so the accessory is off. Turn the key on. Oh, they got lights on it. Let's try out our plug. Put it engaged. All right, the wired remote is long enough for it to be plugged in on the inside, protected from the water, and I'm out of the way from the danger zone, all the way on the passenger side of the car. So, works good. Let's pull this thing out and test it. drug this thing like 7 feet, brakes locked up. So I'd say that it's working hopefully as expected. I don't exactly know how much force that is. This is a 2,000 pound RZR. Pretty beefy tires, good traction. 8,000 pound truck didn't move, obviously, but it did good. One thing I really like about this is the sound of it when it disengages. Listen to this pop. It's really satisfying. It's super nice because sometimes you don't know whether or not you're in or out, but that sound is a awesome indicator that you're engaged or unengaged. This big hook is interesting. It's easy to use, but like not exactly sure what I want with, not exactly sure how I want to keep it. Might just keep it zip tied there with a light zip tie that I can just break when I need. But yeah, I'm excited to do further testing on this. If you're subscribed, you'll see me taking this to the dunes this fall, and we'll see if we can pull some people out. Hopefully you caught our last episode where we had some 3D print action, and still waiting to reveal a few more 3D prints on this thing. So be looking for those in the upcoming episodes. And as always, check out my sliding trailer, and we'll see you on the next video.